So Gamescom is here and DICE decided to show us the new map Paracel Storm and a new gameplay multiplayer trailer. We will end up seeing more gameplay during the live stream over this week, but I decided to do a little breakdown of this trailer for you guys. Hey there broskies, it's Lupus, and today I wanted to do a breakdown of this trailer to squeeze out as much information as this trailer will give to show you guys. And let's go ahead and get started. To start off with, they are coming onto shore in these rehab boats, passing by the aircraft carrier, which if I can, I would like to pause on the aircraft carrier real quick to show you guys some of the detail on it. They have all these new levels, all these new little compartments, and a new little area off the side of it which looks like another helicopter might spawn, something like that. And I wonder if you'll be able to get to those areas. If you can, that would be really awesome, because just the linearness of the aircraft carriers in Battlefield 3 was kind of ridiculous, because in real life aircraft carriers have so much room, and you'll understand why I might think that there would be more rooms in a second. But as they are going to shore, we end up seeing the helicopters coming off the top, as well as some new attack boats which seem to be the attack boats for the US faction, and they look really awesome as well. And they are here coming up on shore, and we see our first weapon, and I believe this weapon is the SAR-21 if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken because it doesn't tell us the name or anything, but from my knowledge of guns and looking at this weapon, it looks like the SAR-21's profile while you're ADSing. And I believe it is the SAR-21, which was a weapon that was already confirmed. But if it isn't, it's still another gun that we haven't seen yet. But I will try and confirm that for you guys by the time I get the weapon list video up. Then we move on and we end up seeing the ACE-21 assault rifle right here, which for those of you who do not know is a variant of the Galil, which is an Israeli assault rifle based off of the AK-47. So basically the ACE-21 is just a modernized version of the Galil, and it's a really awesome gun, has very similar characteristics to the AK-47. We also get to see a new red dot sight here, which is not the Chinese one. They look very similar, but it does not have the Chinese lettering on it, so I believe this is going to be a United States red dot sight, which might be a little bit different, but it seems like each faction is going to have their own red dot sight, which you'll see why in a little bit. But he also has the zoom off to the side, and then we get to see the boats coming in, and then this guy is climbing up here, and I believe this might be the AK-12. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it might be the AK-12 with an undermounted shotgun underneath the guy's hand, which he is shooting at the enemy, but I'm not certain. I'll try and confirm that as well. But if we keep going a little bit more, we get to see some more boat play, which I think looks epic. Then we get to see the ACE-21 again. The guy's looking up, and you see the AC-130, which I think is going to be quite overpowered somewhat within the game. But then we get to see the AK-12 iron-sighted being used, and it looks the iron sights look like they block a good bit of your field of view. I don't know whether this gun is going to be good or not, but it is very different from the usual AK variant that we are generally used to seeing. We get to see some helicopter gameplay, some more boat gameplay with the new boat TV missile, which I think is going to be awesome. I always wanted the tanks to have TV missiles, but now that the boats do, that's going to be really awesome. We move on a little bit more, and we finally get to see some jet play right here with the new Chinese jet, which looks amazing. We also get to see the new Russian jet, and it just overall the jets look awesome. We get to see the ACE-21 once again, and we get to see some more helicopters, and then we finally get to see the M82 50 caliber sniper rifle as he takes out the guy on shore on the jet ski. It's brutal, and once again, I believe this is the SAR-21. Then we get to see the CZ-805 Brin, but there is one thing very important about this. If you look underneath where he pulled out, or above in the magazine well, there is a little decal of an American flag. Is this our very first sight at seeing the custom decals that you can see on the weapons? I'm not sure. But if that is, that's really awesome. It's really basic. They don't want to go show a ton of stuff during the gameplay, but that is a little snippet that might be a sign of the decals. Once again, we get to see the AK-12 guy running around with it with what seems to be a new red dot sight, and then we get to see the new LMG for the Russian faction, which is the MG4, and we finally get to see this really cool new knife takedown where the guy puts the knife up against the guy's throat and kind of pushes it in, pulls off the dog tag, spins him around, and that's it. Then we get to see the dynamic weather kicking in, and as I had hoped, the dynamic weather will be kicking in the middle of the game. And this looks like it's going to be the Levolution that we see right here, is the big aircraft carrier will be able to be destroyed. And then we get to see a little bit more chaos as the storms are raging, and that's the new little red dot site that I noticed right here. I'm not sure what faction it's going to be for, or whether it's a red dot site at all. It could possibly be some sort of holographic site that looks like a red dot site due to the reticle, but it looks really cool. We did get to see the Cobra site a second ago, so far we have 4 different red dot sites that we'll be able to use, as well as 1,000 other sites that we have seen as well. And then we get to see a jet ski flying through the air, and you might be wondering, what is the significance of that? Well, that kind of shows that the ability to throw vehicles around due to explosions is a little bit better than it was in Battlefield 3, because sometimes vehicles would explode and they wouldn't really move very much. But let's move on past that. We finally get to see some more helicopter gameplay, some more boat gameplay, and if you guys notice right here, it says the bomb has been dropped, or the bomb was dropped, which means that the team in the obliteration game mode, it means the bomb has been dropped, and either your team dropped it, the other team dropped it, somebody needs to pick it up. And then we get to see the SAR-21 again with an ACOG, it seems, and he's running around, you know, see some more shooting, nothing special right now. And then we finally get to see what seems to be the Levolution. It looks like the big aircraft carrier crashes onto shore after it's been destroyed, preventing the other team, that the aircraft carrier having been destroyed, from having jets and stuff from what they said in the trailer. And then it ends that part of the trailer, but in the end we get to have a little sneak peek at the China Rising expansion pack. They don't show very much, but what they do show looks pretty cool. We get to see small Chinese villages, a little Chinese landscape, mountains, greenery, caves, all kinds of stuff that looks really awesome. And then here in the very end we start to hear a plane going overhead, and this looks like it's that bomber plane that was on the front of the China Rising expansion pack right there above the guy's head. It comes in just as the plane's going overhead, so I'm pretty sure that's the plane that we're seeing here. And that's my analysis for this trailer, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to try and get a confirmed weapon list up in the next couple days for you guys, as well as some more analysis and opinion videos. But I hope you guys did like this video. If you did, be sure to smack that like button. And if you want more great content, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.